That was terrible. Toothpick. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jonathan, and welcome back to Money Talks, where we want to offer you financial information and meet you where you are financially so you can stick to your budget, manage your debt, and pay it off on your path to building wealth. Today, guys, I want to talk to you about how you can take $100 and turn that into financial freedom. Can $100 actually build you some wealth? If this is your first time joining me on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time you upload a new video, or I'm sorry, not you, every time I upload a new video. Guys, I'm so excited. This week is fantastic. So many things happen for me and for the brand within this week, and I can't wait to share that news with you. So one thing, I want you to stick with me to the end of the video where I tell you about some of the upcoming things that I think will help you on your journey, or help me help you on your journey to building wealth. Such exciting stuff. But first, guys, you talk a lot about, and you see a lot about, investing and building wealth. It doesn't have to be that hard. And it can be easy. It means one of the good things that I was watching video on YouTube, and Anthony O'Neill was talking about from the Ramsey Network. He was talking about how fees can sometimes prevent your financial future. And he's correct. Paying fees all the time, what does that add up? And he used the example of $48 of overdraft fee, or some bank fee that is typically charged. Can't remember his specific language for it, but it was a $48 fee. What would that be invested? Well, in 30 years, that's $160,000 if you invest $48. And when people are telling you about these small numbers, it's to help you get your mind around the fact that, hey, I can invest. I might have to change some things. Well, where could I change? Where are some things that I could adjust in my budget to help me do it? And if I do that, this will be the result. That's the purpose of doing it. It's not to say, hey, we'll never want you to drink coffee again. Use, what is the avocado toast? I'm glad that started to retire. Or what other situation, the cable, car payment, all these different things is an example of, if I didn't have this and I instead invested that money, this is about how much I would have. So I want to talk to you about what you could do with $100 to help you and turn that into financial freedom. Well, obviously, some of the first things people do is you can buy fractional shares of stocks. So you can even buy cryptocurrency. You can invest in a course that will, the purpose of when someone says invest in a course is they're saying, hey, if you invest in something that's going to help improve your skill set and take you to an intermediate to an advanced level, you now are worth more money. And by being worth more money, you will make more money from that $100 investment. So an example for me was last year, I took a different role in the financial services sector, and I had to get some licensing. The licensing that was paid for by the employer, but the preparation class I had to take cost me about $350. And at the time, I was trying to think, well, what's the value? Well, after I took that course and I did pass, which that was helpful. I didn't have to take the test more than once. Second, I was able to go to work right away. And what did that in turn do? It helped me generate $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. That's a good return on that investment. That's what these courses, that's what investing in the knowledge and the experience is the hope for. You don't always see an immediate fast return then, but the idea behind investing that way, you will, over the next 5, 7, 10 years, increase your income by this one experience. And it's important that you understand that when you hear those courses. What are other things? Obviously, cryptocurrency. That is the big craze. With $100, $1,000, $3,000, you can turn that over very quickly. Thing about cryptocurrency is just as quick as it goes up, we know that it can quickly go down. investing is for the long haul. And when you don't have that solid basis of that emergency fund to help ensure that you have your proper measures in place, it leaves you vulnerable when you're going down these ventures. And these ventures, when the risk kicks in, i.e. if you're in rental property, the risk of the tenant not paying, an investment, if that's your savings amount, you're now less dependent on the investment because you don't have any, your money's down. You now have to pull off debt, which is what you were trying to avoid. So when you're going down the road of cryptocurrency, you really have to be very aware and very kind of intentional on what is that. What is your end goal, and how are you going to help set yourself up or use this tool to get you where you need and make some progress? Most people, when they're reading these things, always what comes up, the Roth IRA. And that's where I want to spend a little bit more of today's time. How can $100 set you up for financial freedom? Well, the fact is, in the short answer, and if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it, but this may be now a downer. I personally don't think $100 will get you where most people are trying to go when they're trying to go. The fact is, in building wealth and investing, it does take time. And when you're talking about $100, even over 30 years, you're talking about at a 10% return, which is pretty average, pretty standard. It's $900,000. Could that be financial freedom for you? It definitely can improve your situation, but what is financial freedom? It's allowing you to do the things you want, when you want it, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and with whom you want to do it with. So what is $900,000 invested really going to get you there? I don't know if that amount from just stock market is going to produce the amount of money you need to live the life you want. Now, what happens if you do $500 a month? Well, now you start to shift things completely. Why 500? Well, again, average car payment in America today, $584 over 84 months. So what if we invested just $500 over 30 years at 10%? What will that turn out to be? It will get you to about $4.4 million. Is that worth it? Yes, it is worth it. Why is $500 also a interesting number? Well, $500 a month in a Roth IRA every month turns into $6,000 a year, which is the actual Roth IRA limit right now. So this is tax-free dollars, $500 a month. You do that for 30 years, $4.4 million. Not a bad investment. Oh, here's the kicker. Tax-free. So what would you do, or what would $1,000 look like? Close to 10 million over that same time frame. Now, the problem with that is the factor of time. Truly, you're sitting right there like, Jonathan, them numbers sound terrific. But the one number that always sticks out in all these conversations is the years, not months, not days, not weeks, the years of toil and patience and investing consistently over and over, all the way to get to 30 years from now. That's the part where it really gets people. And honestly, that's the part where it's a challenge. That's why this has to be one of your measurements of success. What is another measurement? The only reason why I use the stock market is because it is a simple way to invest. It's low barrier to entry, meaning you can invest with $1, you can invest with change, you can get in through Fidelity, Cash App, Robinhood, Vanguard, all these different avenues. Although I do suggest using a brokerage firm, there are so many different avenues you can use to actually build your wealth. But I want you to do it this way. I want you to think about that. Okay, you got these years. This is just one thing. And when you think about these years, even though the end result may be $4.4 million or $10 million or $900,000, realize somewhere in between year 10 and year 20, you really start to see that money start to bubble over. You don't wake up and you don't put money into this Roth, invest it, index fund, mutual fund, whatever you choose, and you say, oh, it's only 500 all this time. No, the balance does grow. And as that balance grows, it helps cement and strengthen the financial foundation that you have, and it will help you throughout the decisions you need to make while you're trying to build wealth. But again, this is just one avenue. And so I want you to think about, okay, this is one way to get the ball rolling. And if that's the only way, that's not a bad way to go. But if you know you're going to struggle with, okay, how do I put my plan in place for my life? Well, that's why you have to do that math. You know how much time you have. You know how much you need to invest. Then the second thing is, okay, how can I create a life around this is my investment strategy? I have to do this. But now there are other things I want to do to enjoy my life. So while you're having fun on vacation with friends, you're going to the happy hours, you're buying gifts for people, you're doing impromptu events, all the while in the background, your wealth is still growing. And that's what you want to do, so that it's not just that you're waking up trying to build wealth. No, you have prosperity in your life right now. And I want you to really think about these methods. So how do you tie this all together? $100. $100 will get you started, but I want you to think about, how can I do $100 a week? How can I really look at starting to build wealth? And $100 for most people is easy to get started with $100. But I want you to look at, how can I progressively look at ways to build this up, and how much is it actually going to take to reach whatever number I decide is going to help me fund my hopes and dreams. And that's why I want you to get with an investment professional, financial advisor, financial coach, somebody that's going to help you define that number and help you understand how much you need to be participating every month, every year, however that looks, so that you can reach your goal. And if you have that, it makes it a lot easier for you to make decisions on, okay, I did this investing piece, I'm fine, I just need to worry about the life piece. And life is going to come. You're going to have health issues. You're going to, you may get married. You may have kids. You may have to move. You may have to help a family member out. There are so many things that are thrown at you through life that is going to take resources to handle. This is why it's important to have your strategy in place, because if you don't have your strategy in place, what happens is you enjoy life, you handle things you're supposed to handle, and then when it's time for you to live off your means, you don't have any to do, so you have to keep working. And I will tell you, every day the dollar gets weaker, and every day that you're not investing, it gets harder for you to reach that goal. So I want you to really focus in on, how can you start with $100 and turn that into financial freedom? I want you to think about that today. The next thing, now to the announcement. I am so excited this week. So today is, what's today's date? 9/19/2021. So excited. This is my first year going to FinCon. FinCon, I'm going to be there. So if you're going to be at FinCon, let me know in the comments, or if you've heard about it, or if you're looking forward to what I bring back from FinCon, or if you want to see videos on it, because I do plan on recording while I'm there, let me know in the comments. That is going to be announcement number one. So I'm going to be recording down there. I'm trying to meet all the people. I'm trying to do all the things. Second thing is, I'm taking my wife and my daughter there. So that's even more fun. Traveling with an infant. We're going to see how much fun that's going to be. Right now, my wife is dutifully planning and packing and trying to get all this, but I want to be able to take that information from our experience and help you out. So can't wait to look forward to that. And then I have other things coming, but I want you to stay with that information right now. Hey guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, share with a friend. We're trying to grow this opportunity to help other people with their finances. Place a like on the video. It helps the platform. It lets YouTube know I'm doing a great job here. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.